It's happening. I'm so excited. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel. So happy that this is happening. I have finally launched Teak Ivory's YouTube channel. For the purpose of my first video, I wanted to go in depth between like what is bridal styling, the purpose of it, the difference between a bridal stylist versus a wedding planner versus a day of coordinator, just so we can understand all the different avenues. So when it's time for you to pick a wedding vendor, you have all of those options and access readily available for you, so you can make the best decision on what vendors is the most important to you and what vendors potentially that you don't need. So the bridal stylist is someone that you have not met before. They are geared towards that boutique and not any other other boutiques. So if you go into a store and that stylist is with you for 90 minutes, they're getting to know you for 90 minutes to try to figure out which styles you like, what you don't like, and their ultimate goal is to help you find your dress. So in that 90-minute appointment, you'll be paired with a specialized stylist that will walk you through all the gowns, pick about a couple that you want to try, and then they'll throw in some wild cards that you maybe haven't considered, but based on their style and their selections and what they have at their store, they'll pick those options for you to try. In most cases, they only know their inventory at their specific store, their designers, what type of lace patterns they have, their price points. They don't typically know how much inventory other stores may have, or even what their price point is. Obviously, like, it's the internet. So you can pretty much get some of those details if you're not a stylist at that specific boutique, but they won't have all of the details and ins and outs of that store if they don't actually work within that boutique. I want to get into the differences between a bridal stylist and a wedding planner. Now, a wedding planner is like the top tier. Once you get engaged and you're looking for like venues, you then would start trying to find either a wedding planner or a day of coordinator. So your wedding planner is going to help you with all of the details for the wedding. So they are responsible for like literally everything. The planner can help you figure out color options, your menu cards, your invitations, kind of like the overall scheme that you want for your wedding, getting those details all situated and set, and then on the day of your wedding, they're executing it all from start to finish. Day of coordinator is a little bit different because they only come to your wedding on the day of. So they are responsible just for making sure that the timeline of your wedding is the way that you planned it from start to finish. I had a day of coordinator for my wedding because I wanted someone in that professional setting that knew what they were doing. Didn't necessarily need a wedding planner to plan my wedding, but I did want a professional there to help with all the details. If people had questions, vendors had questions on where this goes, which centerpieces go where. The day of coordinator had all of that information in my timeline, so no one had to come and ask me all of that information. I like to describe like my role as kind of what I do in weddings or even preparing before that. As like a day of coordinator, the only difference is with my role as your day of bridal stylist, I'm only there to help you on the day of your wedding execute your bridal attire vision. I am there to make sure that your vision of your gown, your veil, your earrings, all the things that you imagined that you wanted to look like on your wedding day is exactly how you planned it, or even better. I'm also there just to make sure that everyone's enjoying themselves. Like, it's a relaxing experience. You're at ease knowing that it's a professional handling your thousands of dollars of your wedding gown, and your friends, they're all there to like help you make sure that everything goes smoothly. But I assure you, if you hired a professional making sure that your gown and that was taken care of, and they knew that you were in the right hands with a professional, they would be okay with releasing all responsibility. I've noticed after my service is done, it just makes it so much easier for you to like really be in the moment and enjoy being a bride. I'm not saying like everyone needs a bridal stylist, that's what you need, but do what makes you feel the most comfortable. So if that's something that you know before you get married, I think I'm gonna need a bridal stylist for the day of my wedding. Like, it's just gonna help me be easy and relax a little bit before my wedding, then you should hire a bridal stylist. And on top of that, I get to see what we discussed as like your bridal vision, from like, this is the dress that I want, this is the veil I want. I want it to be dramatic. I want it to show and incorporate in the venue space. We get to all see it happening all at once, and it's just an amazing feeling to just see all of my brides' faces like, oh my gosh, I look so beautiful. Everything came out the way that it should have. And if there's any emergencies that happen as a professional with your bridal dress or bridesmaid dresses or anything like that, you have a professional that knows what they're doing and can help you on the day of regardless, so that it releases a lot of stress from you and you can just focus on being a bride and enjoying your wedding day. I hope that this video was helpful to understand the difference between a stylist at a boutique versus a wedding planner versus a day of coordinator, and what my job is as a day of bridal stylist for you to help navigate on the day of your wedding. I'm excited to give you guys more content, share more topics and ideas in future videos, but I hope you guys stick around. And if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.